Yeah. Welcome to Nearing Nerdvana. This is episode 127 of Long Story Short.
Damn.
I know.
Man, 127. All right. Happy to be here tonight on 4th of July Eve. Uncle Sam is going to be dropping by tonight to drop you some presents, so I hope you're ready. Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a tax. But if it is a tax, hopefully it's with representation. There we go.
Taxation with representation, yes, for sure.
But speaking of taxes, big shout out to Cover Price. Make sure you use the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And then you can also
pay my cover tax price once a month, and it's the best tax I pay, man. I'm on that site all the time. No joking aside, like, it's full of great shit, and they keep pushing themselves to be better. So if you haven't checked it out, like, really do. It's the best comic resource out there for my money.
And then big shout out to Bird City Comics. You can use the code Nirvana for a 10% discount. Some limitations may apply. Yes. And I don't know what those are, so don't ask.
Right.
Let's see. Can this list be all Captain American books? We don't do theme shows here.
What?
You avoid the theme shows, so it is
We've
not.
done very
I'm representing Cap tonight, so much love.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
I'm wearing my bootleg Japanese monsters, so
that's a good looking shirt, man. That's a good looking shirt.
It wasn't approved by Mark Spears at all. It's a Super 7 shirt. So.
All right. We had a good show. So thank you for tuning in, and we're going to dive into some fun books tonight. So thank you again.
I don't shoot fireworks because I have dogs.
Dogs don't.
My dog's going to be going off tonight, dude.
What was there a Campbell show? Did we have a Campbell theme show?
Not specifically Campbell. We've had a couple of themes over the years. You could call episode 69 a theme.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
We had that Pulp Bruce Timm show.
We did have the Bruce Timm show. It wasn't exclusively Tim. It was Tim inspired. But a lot of Bruce Timm. When Swag was on with us, we had a bunch of Campbell's recent reimagined covers, but I don't think we've ever done a full Campbell show.
Oh, there was that the first episode where Laura hosted, where it was the bubblegum theme show.
Yeah, that was before it was actually the show. Yes, that was when it was. We were just guesting on Nearing Nerdvana. We did a bubblegum, like 10 bubblegum covers. But you know what? The only full theme we did was episode 2 or 3. I think it was all foils.
Okay.
But that's pretty diverse still in and of itself.
So once you start seeing theme shows, that's when you know we've ran out of ideas. That's what it really is.
Yeah, the theme shows are kind of cool until they get super repetitive. So we're not going to do that. So, and that is not what we're doing tonight. So,
all
right, let's get into it. Eerie Stories number 1. This is an amazing Norman Saunders cover. We talked about Norman Saunders last week for Marvel Science Stories number 4, maybe. This is from Ace Magazines from 1937. A 3.0 of this sold just last month for $500. 14 on the census, high grade 6.5. And this thing is beautiful.
So my first question is did you buy it for $504 in June?
I did not. But I would love to have this book. Carter's got 3 stashed away, allegedly.
Where?
I'm joking.
He's like, I have money lying around.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this, Carter, in the live digging?
Got some ass. No. Oh, she got some ass and titties.
Yeah, I almost didn't recognize that she was in the red dress.
I mean, it got ripped off. But yeah. Well rendered.
Yeah, this is a great book. I mean, she's about to kick him, I think, but yeah,
she's bonded up. She's bondaged up.
This is one of those books that Joe bought at Half Price Books for was it 7.5 cents?
Oh yeah. When it had all the Silver Age and 12 cents, they were charging me 6 cents. Hell yeah, bro.
I know Liger loves this book, man. He's in the chat, bro. I know you're a fan, bro.
Gams is gams.
All right. Let's keep going. All right. So, True to Life Romances number 12. This is an LB Cole cover. Star Publications, 1952. That year keeps popping up on this goddamn show. An 8.5 sold last month for $13,000. $13K. 10 on the census, and that was the high grade. That sale was the high grade of an 8.5. Unbelievable. And this for me is like classic LP Cole. The colors, the romance, like it kind of hits all the high notes.
Oh man, I wish I could just sell a book and be like, oh, I need a down payment for a car.
We got to get some 8.5 romances from big name artists, Aaron.
Apparently, I've been buying the wrong stuff all my life.
I know, right? I remember, like I was looking at, I think it was like around 94-ish. Like I had bought like Sleepwalker number 1. I remember that and just being so disgusted with it that I stopped collecting comics for a while. Just off of that.
Yeah,
I hear you, man.
It's kind of sad that that's how easy it is to get out of this hobby. Is like one book can just like ruin it for you that bad.
I mean, if you go all in on something big and it goes sideways, it just makes you want to puke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes you want to puke. But when it brings you back in, then you become a cheap bastard about everything. You know what I mean? Like you just don't want to pay anything for anything. But yeah, this is awesome. I'd love to have it. The kind of books I keep an eye open for digging at cons, but with 10 on the census, really tough for this one to slip through the cracks, I think. All right. What do we got next? Some Matt Baker love. All right. Diary Secrets number 18. Beautiful Matt Baker cover. St. John Publishing, 1953. A 5.5 of this. A 5.5 sold of this for $21.60 in early 2024. 20 of these on the census. And yeah. Can you read what it says here? I think she's hoeing herself out, if I recall. Can anybody see it? I can't freaking see it.
Let's see. Let me get my reading glasses on.
What the word bubbles?
Yeah, you want to read it?
Yeah, the best I can do is refer you to the local welfare agency, miss. if you don't want to go back home. No, I guess I won't have to accept charity. There are other ways.
Oh wow.
Mama.
Oh shit. See, no
Yeah, that's-
no female should ever claim to be broke. All you gotta say, you got a pussy.
No, that's the first appearance of knee pads. Mama.
Okay, real quick. Derek said he sold his car to go all in on the milk bone soups. Well, I'm glad you. Hopefully, you still have some books left because now you can submit them to CGC and get that crypto CGC label. Have you seen that, Joe?
What? They're gonna crypto? Shut the hell up! You're playing.
I'm not
with
even
me, dude.
joking. There's the crypto CGC label now.
I don't remember DC doing labels.
They just announced that DC.
Jim Lee did.
Yeah, Jim Lee announced that they were going to do DC custom labels.
They
and
put a
stuff.
pooch on
Yeah,
the label,
it's
bro.
brand new.
Yeah,
Damn
like
it,
this is
dude.
within the last month they announced that.
They're playing dirty now, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, what about PSA doing grading now too? That's starting in 11 days.
Mm-hmm.
PSA doing comic grading.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna submit. Like, to be honest, I'm gonna submit some books to PSA at San Diego.
Have
Comic-Con.
we seen the labels yet?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
wanna
the
pull
new
them up?
it looks almost like the cards at this point when it's all
Yeah.
said and done.
Well, they updated it now, so it's even.
It's still red though, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
still
it's still-
red, and
yeah.
then let me see if I can pull it up.
The red is pissing. It appears to be pissing a lot of comic collectors off. Like, I don't care about grading at all. If it's an honest grade, shit. If I'm buying it for myself,
I'm logged into my account. Let's see if it shows it. Authentic and grading. Let me just see if I can find a picture. PSA.
anything
comic.
sports related is probably going to kill it at PSA. Is my bet. So like Sports Illustrated, like any of that shit is going to probably blow up there. Is my guess.
Okay, so let me share this screen. Boom, boom, boom. This is what the PSA slap looks like.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
this
Okay.
the final version?
This is what showed up on the website. Because wasn't it more red or something like that?
I thought their logo was. I thought when they finally changed it, the number.
Oh wait, here it is.
The grade was more prominent, and their logo had like shifted to like the left. But
I thought it was this.
yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah,
That number grade needs to be like more broad looking.
bold or something. You know? What I mean?
Yeah, bolder. Yeah.
I don't hate it. People are up in arms about it. I think people hate change, but
I'm gonna give it a shot, but I don't think anyone should be scared about PSA versus CGC. I think it's more of a comparison of PSA versus CBCS right now, in my opinion.
I don't. For
I don't think
money, if I'm buying a book
Mhm.
and it's been graded by a reputable source, let's just pretend that CGC, CBCS, PSA are all at the same level of being able to grade books.
Mhm.
Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't know. And I understand if you're trying to resell it, it's a different situation. But if I'm buying it, like, it doesn't bother me really one way or the other. But
Yeah, but I would trust the PSA grade over a PGX grade.
well, PGX is not part of the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
PGX is a different thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean they've
those
had
guys-
so many historical problems that I'm
yeah, I
surprised
mean,
they're
there's been
still
so much
around.
bullshit that's always, even if they've cleaned it up, like, I'm not going to fuck with it. But
Yeah.
PGA, CBCS, CGC, like, I don't know, man.
Shit, I think I'd rather take a Halo slab over a PGX slab.
Bill, I
Yeah.
agree with you, man. I like the new CBCS slabs and labels a lot. Now, I don't buy books for those reasons specifically, but I do like them. I'm with you.
The only thing that PSA changed was they got rid of the 9.9, so it goes from 9.8 to 10.
Yeah.
there's no just like plain mint versus a gem mint. I mean, isn't that literally the difference between a 99 and a 10?
It's too nuanced. 98, 99, 10. It's just.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
just too...
what if they had the grade like OK, like O and K, like it's okay,
it's okay,
right?
That's the symbol.
Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and
All right.
Three
put
grades.
A 1 in the chat if you're still going to grade with CGC. Put a 2 in the chat if you're going to try out PSA.
You know, if I'm sending to PSA, I'm thinking of what book would look the best with that label. You know,
It'd be anything with a red cover, like First
like
Cable,
the reds, the
ASM
oranges.
300.
Yeah.
You know, Wolverine #1, like anything with red, with a lot of red in it.
You also have to think, what are card bros going to buy too? Because I feel like this is opening another door to a bigger market, right? Like the card market is huge compared to like comic market.
That's why you should want them to succeed, right? If they can open up comics to the card market, everybody should want them to succeed, theoretically.
Right. I mean, if the idea of yours is that comics are an investment and then you want to make money off of selling slabs, you want the market to grow. And I think this is a good way to see the market grow.
I've got nothing. I've got no hate towards it at all. So I hope they succeed. I hope they bring in more comic people. Let's see.
Yeah,
but I think in the magazine department, they're probably going to crush it. Sports Illustrated, like they will probably run away with that market, in my opinion.
Let's see. Kehoe, who is working with PSA, is projecting that CGC 9.8 will be equivalent to a PSA 10.
So you're going to see a lot more PSA 10s, is what he's saying.
Oh man, if that's the case, then
Lord,
yeah, if that's the case, then I don't know. I would feel like because there's a big difference in card grading, right? That like a 10 means a lot versus like getting a 9. Like a 9 is like,
listen, I know graded cards, but a 10 it factors in a lot of things like the centering and like there's a lot of other factors. Like in a comic, you can have like a bad rap and still get a 9.8.
Yeah, I mean, but they're still using like the word descriptions too of comics where they're saying a 10 is mint and then a 9.8 is mint / or near mint plus / mint or whatever, just like CGC.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I would agree with like getting a 10 on a book that I know is like really a 9.8, but who knows?
It'll get messy.
I mean, they're not doing anything with autographs yet either, even though they have the resources for it. So they're just launching this out for the, quote unquote blue labels / red labels, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I feel like this is going to end up like Bloods versus Crips one day, right?
Ooh. It's going to get messy, man. If that's the case, it's going to get messy, real messy.
What set you claim?
I mean, I'm always a bigger fan of Snoop Dogg, so like, but yeah, but I know that's rooting for CGC then at the end of the day, right?
G's versus P's.
Yeah. All right.
But their qualification for mint will be different. That's the issue. I'm rooting for them, but they should maintain the same grades. I don't disagree with that statement. Like they should definitely use, like, because everyone basically uses the Overstreet guide.
The standards should be the same. Yes, they should be the same. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and then like getting rid of 9.9 wouldn't be an issue with me either. But yeah, if they're making their own grading system, then yeah, that's gonna get messy and confusing for everyone. So, anyways, back to our regular scheduled program.
All right. This is to celebrate the 4th of July. Imagine if Tales number 2. This was a magazine, so not really a comic book, so we're cheating tonight. But done by the legendary Harold Macaulay, Greenleaf Publishing's 1954. I couldn't find any recent sales on this in any form whatsoever, but there are some people out there who think that this inspired Planet Comics #1 by Dave Stevens. I'm not one of them. I'm just telling you there are people out there who feel that way.
Looks like it.
I could see the inspiration from it. I guess.
Mama.
Oh gosh.
Is that a bodysuit? What is she wearing exactly there?
I don't know. I thought
That's
I thought
a
it was-
sheer bodysuit.
I thought it was provocative enough to put on as the thumbnail pic without getting in trouble. I figured it'd be a good clickbait for people to be like, "Oh, what is that?"
So, Mr. Longshort,
Yes, sir.
you said you didn't see any sales.
I did not, but I'm not saying there's none. I just looked quickly.
I literally just saw a sale from April 5th for, you want to take a guess?
Ooh,
Is
raw
it
or
graded
graded?
or raw?
Raw. It's a probably VG minus condition.
VG minus 75 bucks.
200. Joe?
I don't know.
$6.
Oh wow!
$6?
Yeah.
Holy
For real?
shit.
Yeah.
I would have been for $6, man. Like I would have bought as many as I could.
No thought about it. $6 sold.
$6 for an auction, I assume.
Yeah. It was like
They started at $1.
It was like a one bidder.
Wow. Oh, so they had the auction starting at $6.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn, man.
I hope the person that sold it is watching this and they're like, "No, why are you talking about my book now?"
It's about that big.
Oh, so it's pretty small.
Yeah, it's relatively small. Like digest size.
Yeah.
But this thing is really beautiful.
Yeah, man. I'd love to own this thing.
Oh, so there's more available on eBay right now. Is that what you're saying, Volsey? If they're cheap, it says, yeah, they are cheap.
All right. I mean, 54 is old, but not that old. So
right.
It's definitely not going to be $6 any longer. I mean, there's only 58 of you watching right now, so
What's up, John?
I don't know how much influence we have on the market.
What's up, Chete?
You know what, man? I would offer 5. I'm such a cheap bastard. If it was buy it now for 6, I would 100% offer 5 and lose the goddamn thing and kick myself. Yeah, you know me too well, man. I'm a cheap bastard.
Adam, this is Imaginative Tales issue number 2 from 1954. Harold Macaulay cover. Oh, Greenleaf Publishing. That's what I was looking for.
Beautiful book, though.
Mm-hmm.
Happy 4th. All right. What do we got next? All right. I stuck with some Harold Macaulay because why not? Amazing Stories. We've covered these pulps in detail here, but this is volume 13, number 11. Ziff Davis Publishing, 1939. Only 11 on the census. This is the classic golden age trope of the girl in the glass tube. A high of this is an 8.0. I couldn't find any recent sales. But
this is really jarring. You see the woman in the back, she's just like her bottom half is a skeleton.
Yeah, is he like recreating her? Like I was trying to figure out what was going
is.
on here. Like was he cloning her, the girl on the right? Like what's going on exactly?
Like it's like he's like growing them.
Yeah, I feel something like that. But I would, man, like pulps are a drug. But like, if I ever saw this book digging for pulps, I would be so fucking happy that I found it. It wouldn't even be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So is this what people are thinking 3D printers are now?
Yeah.
Babe in tubes.
It reminds me of what's that the movie Ex Machina
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
on some level.
So this is Amazing Stories, Volume 13, issue number 11.
We just out here growing hoes now, just ready.
All right,
Bones and
we're gonna
hose.
clone them until we can't take it anymore.
Bones and hose. Bones.
Bones and hoes.
All right.
More like 3D printer. That was funny. All right.
All right. We're gonna go to Millie the Model, number 40. Very cool Dan DiCarlo cover. Written by Stan Lee, Atlas Comics 1953. Anybody want to read the captions for us? Because the innuendo stuff goes way back.
See, I thought it first said Cucker used both hands. So Clicker used both hands, but I want to keep one hand on the wheel.
It's amazing what they got away, honestly, with these covers back in the day. But this freaking book sold for $2,600 in an 8.5 back in 2019 before comics went nuts, and there's still only 8 of these on the census, which is fucking nuts.
What's crazy is that there's a car following them, dude. So,
With no headlights on.
yeah, that's
kind of creepy.
That's suspicious, huh, man?
yeah.
Drive by.
I got to pick up issue 41, see where they buried the bodies.
We're sure it's not the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, right. Zodiac. He read this. I'm gonna go follow some lovebirds.
So at least one hand's on the wheel.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll behave.
If you dig, and this show is for the diggers out there, let's be honest, but like, and you come across a book like this, like at a show for, I don't know, $25 or whatever it is, like, this is what like makes your day, finding this kind of stuff, but it's too funny. Anybody ever seen this? You ever seen this in the flesh, Carter?
No, I would have showed you a long time ago. But you okay? So I look on my Instagram. There was an Archie cover where he said if he had a third arm, I wish I had a third arm or something like that. Oh, he said third leg. I was like, damn, we got him. We got one. We got another.
It's amazing. I don't know if it's like the fact that we're progressing as a society, but the amount of these innuendos that continue to pop up is crazy.
We're just losing our innocence. That's
all right. We're going to shift gears to some modern age stuff now. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I had to show it, right?
Dude, I've got more Archies than I can tell you, and I've never found this one.
Archie, what would you like for your birthday? A third arm.
You know what else you could say? A tent.
There's nothing more fun than digging through Archies, man. Archies, like the Sabrinas, like, and there's so much low-hanging fruit there. Like, if you want to build value in your collection, like, dig through those books, man. You can find in the dollar bin books worth 20, 30, 40, $50 easy in the Archie stuff. So you gotta know what you're looking for, but anything that's suggestive or innuendo, grab it.
Yeah. Or a direct reference. There's plenty of those.
All right. So we're gonna talk about some Sesperia
Mama.
So I was watching McClay's show. Joe was on there, Clutch was on there, Big Leg was on there. They're doing
I fell asleep.
A couple of G.I. Joe covers that are bangers, so keep an eye open for those, like really good looking books. She seems like the salt of the earth. And it just got me thinking, like, I remember when this book came out. This was a couple of years ago when this thing came out. And So this is West of Sundown. It's a vampire story. All the books are really cool. This was a 1 in 10 that she did back in late 2022. There's only 2 of these on the census, both 9.8s, but I mean, you never see this book sell ever. And
but you know which book overshadowed this, right?
No,
it was that West of Sundown had that homage to first appearance.
Oh, it was the giveaway. Thing. It was the
one per store, right?
The one per store that was the Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, she wasn't really being talked about at the time when this thing came out, and I just remember this book like clear as day. And this is a really good looking book. I mean, she seems like super cool. Like, if you haven't seen the video, so Beyond Wednesday's McClay show yesterday, like last night, I think. She was on, and really cool stuff. So
for the second time,
she's on for the second time.
Yeah,
I don't catch them all, but
yeah, she's been on before. So she was on before the Something Is Killing the Children cover released.
Oh, all right, cool, yeah.
But
anyways,
I bought some original art from her. She's super cool.
Yeah, I was trying to claim that original art for Something Is Killing the Children before everyone else could.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But she didn't honor that, but that's okay.
Oh, she already sold it?
She dropped it on her website like a long time ago, and then there's like 20 people chasing after it, and it sold like at the minute it dropped. Like I had shop ready, I had the buy it now button, boom, 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 and then it sold already, like within 10 seconds.
God.
Like I was there on the dot. Like and missed it because I know there was like 2 other people, like JC was competing with me to get it too. Like there was like probably like 20 of us like trying to buy it, and it didn't pan out for any of us.
Yeah, so this is a good looking book, but Sesperia, she's as hot as anybody. She's and we got one more book from her tonight on the show, which is out there for nothing. You can find this next book for nothing if you want it. Not nothing, but next to nothing. Immortal Red Sonia, Sonia number 7. This is a store exclusive. We're not going to pump the stores here, but the store selling this has it up there for like $6 or $7. So you can go find it easily enough. Yeah, and so like she was, and this was also like 2021 2022 time frame, so like she was putting out plenty of stuff before she broke big. But yeah, this one is what's the word the kids use? Hippie?
Bro, with eyes like that, she's Hispanic, bro.
Well, Sesperia is Hispanic, right?
Yeah, so's this Red Sonia. this Red Sonia lives in East Los.
She got that Canelo jeans.
And I don't think this book was this was an exclusive, but I don't think it was like ordered to the moon. It was like a 500 or something, and it's still available. So if anybody cares, it's out there. So
she looks fertile.
She does. And if you don't give her a baby, she's going to cut your fucking head off, it looks like. So
hey, I'd give it.
Would you say you would also wear those thighs as earmuffs?
Earmuff, face mask. You name it.
Okay. The TV out there is on something else.
We're definitely going to get canceled tonight, but whatever, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, wait. I feel like we're all in that holiday spirit, right?
Yeah, we can claim it was just the 4th of July they did it for us.
Oh, man.
We all decided to drink before the
My
show.
name is Red Sonia. Okay? It's the Red Sonia.
We decided to turn this episode into a drunken chat episode, you know.
Red Senorita.
All right.
Man, that's those two
Shifting
covers,
gears
I have
to
not
some
seen.
true ghosts. This is Spy Boy #1 from back in 2000. Pop Man. This was the Motorola edition. So this was given out at snowboarding events. And this book is a legit fucking ghost. There's one copy on the census. The high grade is a 9.0. And they did issue #2 and #3 also at different events. So all three of them are very difficult to find. But Spy Boy was an awesome title from back in the day for us old school comic collectors. But these Motorola editions are very, very tough to get hands on. I suspect none of us on the show has one.
Mm-mm.
No. So you're saying Robert Rodriguez's Spy Kids was an original idea and was stolen from his comic?
Maybe he ripped it off from Spy Boy. I don't know, but yeah, Spy Boy was an awesome title. An awesome title.
This cover ain't got no hose on it.
They don't. Most of the Spy Boy covers do, but this one is a ghost. But most of the Spy Boy do because he's kind of a hoe himself.
So how many pagers did you have to buy to get one?
If you guys, nobody's ever heard of Spy Boy on this show. I think
I've seen Spy Boy like a lot.
There's like Chiodo, but these Motorola variants are legit ghosts, man. Like legit ghosts. Because they're at snowboarding events, like you're out in the fucking snow. They give you a comic book. What the fuck are you supposed to do with it?
Exactly.
Derek goes, this picture's provided by Ben's Motorola Razor. Hello, Moto.
Dude, I wish I had a Razor back in the day, man. I would have been the fucking man. Those things were.
Dude, I had a Razor.
You had one?
They're doing new ones again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did a smartphone Razor. It actually folds in half too. I mean, I don't know if it's a shit phone or not, but they remade it.
I remember having one in 2006.
Did you have the bright pink one?
No. I had a silver.
Man, I knew those were the shit, but I never had one, man. I never had a Razor.
So
I had one. Those things were, I loved them. I thought they were like state of the art.
That was the fucking phone, right? Like,
yeah.
I fucking had a Nokia fucking brick, I think, at the time, like when those things were popular.
So when the Razor came out with the pink one, my uncle, he owns a body shop in Louisiana in a college town, and someone came to his shop, like a sorority girl, with the Razor phone and was like, "I want my car this color pink." And so like he had to custom make, like, to get that tone correct, right? And so he charged her a bunch for that, and she paid it.
All right.
Bring back pagers. Nice. We might as well bring back fax machines and landlines too while we're at it, right?
Listen, man, I still have a landline, so.
You do?
All right. All right. I found this book digging over the weekend, so I just threw it on the show. Elf Quest Wave Dancers Special #1, a Brett Blevins cover, warp graphics from 1996. And I posted this on IG and I joked, I've got a rule. When I'm digging, anytime I find a girl underwater with treasure and a skull, I gotta buy it. So
nice.
I hear you.
It's a good looking book.
I'm just glad I didn't go down the cherry blossom buying covers and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that's
that would have been an expensive hobby.
Dude, I used to feel that way about bubblegum covers until they fucking started coming out like 2 a week for a while. Like,
it's all your fault, dude.
No, man.
Heroes Reborn would disagree, and so would probably Alex. All right,
Derek, hit me up. Fax them to me. I'll send you my fax number, and we'll put them on the show.
Wait, can I look it up in the yellow pages?
Do they still do that? Yeah, or is that phone books are done? It's not a thing.
I don't think they print phone books anymore.
Right.
They are donezo.
Right.
I'm sure there's still a website.
Zin, Legend of the Monkey King, #1. So this was the second print. This book is very ghostly. There's a first print with a white background. I found that first print last weekend digging. It doesn't go for much of anything, but this second print is much more difficult to find. Anarchy Studios, 2002, by the legendary Joe Mad. Yeah, I love this book. And I've never seen this version of it, but God damn it, I would buy it if I did. Anybody have this thing?
Nope.
I see it a lot.
The second or the first? The first is a white background.
Oh, never mind.
And it actually, if you go to the next slide, so I was looking at this, and then they created this museum edition of this book. With limited to only 25 copies. So this thing is obviously a super ghost.
I always stay away from museum editions because I never know if it's like one of those bootleg ones or not.
Right. Yeah, I would agree. I would imagine this one, they didn't bootleg this one, but yes, you got to be careful about it. But
I mean, unless I don't know. Sometimes it seems kind of, if you get it cheap enough, like I wouldn't feel bad buying a bootleg museum edition copy of whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and these things don't grade most of the time, right? Because the cover is too big or something.
Yeah, it's like the dimensions won't fit. But that could have changed now because, magazine slabs and other things. But I think it's the other part about it is like CGC didn't want to have that stigma that they would grade bootleg books.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I love the artwork in this. Keep an eye open for that second print with the green background if you can find it. That is a good pickup if you can find it cheap. The first print doesn't really go for anything, so don't spend any money on that one. But that second print is a ghost.
I mean, would you really trust something from Anarchy Studios too?
Dude, I love the fucking indie shit from the late 90s, early 2000s. I love that. That's like a drug for me. So
no.
And Joe Mad, man, I don't know. There's something about his art that just, it's of the time. It was its own thing. Like, it's just, there's something about it. You know what I mean? It brings you back to a different time. I guess I would say.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. What do we got next? All right. Danger Girl Mayday #3. This is the sub variant. John Royal did the cover of this. I didn't fill out the rest of it apparently, the 9/8 or the copies on census because I guess I couldn't find it. I don't know why I left that blank, so apologies. But John Royal did the variant cover. I think he actually did all of the covers for this Mayday series, but all of these sub variants are tougher to find. So if you ever see any of the sub variants from this IDW series, definitely worth grabbing for sure. I think people asked like $30 to $50 for this book.
Nice.
This is the kind of shit that can definitely fall through the cracks.
Yeah, it looks like Campbell.
He did. I mean, I don't know what the connection between the direct connection Royal and Campbell is, but I mean, he had to have trained him, right? Because he has his vibe through and through.
How do we know his last name's not Royale?
Johnny Royale. It would be cooler if it was, man. I love that. Like the Beastie Boys. So their first rap album I was obsessed with. And then I came to Paul's Boutique, and that album took me, it was completely different, but took me to a different place. Like that album is one of my all-time favorite albums of any genre, anywhere. And Johnny Royale is on that album. Royale with cheese.
Yeah.
They don't know what a quarter pounder is, man.
Because of the metric system, man.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we got next? All right. Sabrina Anniversary Spectacular #1. This is a beautiful Miguel Mercado exclusive. This is from Spectral Comics. I have no idea who they are. Obviously, this is a Chamber of Chills 19 homage. A 98 of this sold for $65, which is damn cheap back in late 2024. 9 of these on the census, 8 and 9.8. But people love their Chamber of Chill homages, and I love Mercado, so I would love to get hands on one of these, but I've never been able to find one. And my guess is that this was limited to like 250 copies, like all of these Archie related books are. Very short printed.
I remember when this was released and it sold out instantly.
Yeah, it was a hot book out of the gate for sure. For sure.
I mean, I guess it's cooled off since then, so maybe I should start shopping again.
I've never found one reasonable. Like if I had seen this for 9.8, obviously for $65, I would have been there. But
I feel like that's an auction that started at $65.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Or $50 and then it did 65 or something like that. Great homage by a great artist, and with a book that's got a relatively limited print run, like that's like a recipe for a book you probably want to own if you can find it at the right price. All right. What's next? All right. Sonic the Hedgehog #134. This is obviously an homage to ASM #50. I think the general rule when it comes to Sonic, if you find them cheap, buy all of them. If you find Sonic in the dollar bin, don't leave any of them. But if there's something else going on, it's going to get even hotter. So a 9.8 of this sold for $107 back in 2023. There's only one 9.8 in the census, so I think that's probably a super steal. 11 total graded, and keep in mind that there are both directs and newsstands for these books. But yeah, this is the kind of book you want on your radar for sure.
I had this back.
You did?
Yeah, a few years ago. I found a newsstand copy,
Oh,
but it was like probably a fine condition. It was ticked up pretty bad though.
Do you know what you got for it when you sold it? Do you remember?
I totally forget. I was happy with the price though.
You think it was plus or minus 50, if you had to guess?
Probably plus 50.
Plus 50. Okay, that's a great sale.
Plus or minus 100.
I found this was on. I posted this on IG, but I found the first appearance of Metal Sonic, and it was on the Hot 10 with Aaron and Joe, and it went for a few $100. I found it for 50 cents, a newsstand of that. So Sonic books, if you see them in the back, just buy them all. Like, don't even think twice about it. Like, just grab them all. There's a rabid fan base and super low printed run stuff. So
yeah. I know Comics Main was working on the Archie Sonic run for a while, and he's like, "Hey, you're going to this con? Can you see if they have any Sonic books?" And when I actually did look for back issues and specifically Sonic stuff, there was maybe 2 booths that had it at that entire con I was at, and this was a pretty decent sized con. It was at MegaCon, so in Florida.
My eldest son was into Sonic and used to come to shows with me, and we'd go through the entire con, big ones, and find one dealer with any Sonic books at all, like regularly. So, yeah, they're tougher to find, but they're 100% pickups when you find them cheap.
Yeah.
All right. This book surprised me. X-Men Legacy number 259. This is an Iron Man homage, right? From Granov, I think. This is a Koi Fam 1 in 50 from 2011. We talk about those ratios from that 2011 time period as being tougher to find. This sold for $18 back in 2019, so it's been a minute since this book is sold. Only 9 of these on the census, 2 and 9.8. I don't ever remember seeing this book in person.
Mm-mm.
Carter, have you seen this one?
Yeah, I think I've seen that book around. But I never was impressed with it, so I was just kind of like, left it alone.
I don't remember seeing this book, but I think this is worth picking up at the right price. It just feels like one of those ratios from this era that are tough to get hands on.
Mm-hmm.
Was this part of that series where they were homaging? Because, they were homaging like famous Marvel covers, but I almost feel like this book that it's homaging came out later. Like it was almost like 2 years after this.
Wait, is this not a homage to Thor 337?
Oh, I was thinking of that Granov where he was punching the ground. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now looking at it a little bit longer, is this
Yeah.
not a homage to first beta?
Yeah, man, that's a good question. Actually could be.
I mean, just kind of like the way that his hands in the middle, and then like there's a sonic wave or whatever.
Huh. That's a great point, Aaron. Actually, I hadn't even thought about that. Regardless,
It's a homage to something.
It's
worth grabbing, I think, at the right price.
Yeah.
9 on the census, which seemed very low to me.
All right.
What do we got next? All right. Jonah Hex, number 91 from 1985. People never know what to look at when they're going after the Jonah Hex. Neil Adams here homaging himself once again. This is the 3rd time he's homaged himself, I think, in this book. The original is Superman number 243. He did a Wonder Woman as well. I think there might be one other one. I might be wrong. A 9.8 of this sold for $48 back in 2008, which is 2 lifetimes ago at this point. Only 8 of these on the census, 2 and 9.8. But yeah, if you like your cowboy or cowgirls, this book might be for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it? I don't have it. I looked through Jonah Hex, but I'm sure I've seen it and I've skipped over it. But
yeah, I might have it somewhere. I'm pretty sure I do.
All right. But anyways, a few of these out there. So worth grabbing, I think, if you find this in the dollar bins.
Your boy the alien, what's up? Long time no see.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Yeah. I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Good to see, man. Good to see. All right. I was thinking the other day, man, J. Scott Campbell, like his freaking store exclusives sell out in minutes, right? But there's some old ones still on his site that are there, and so this is one of them. This is a web store exclusive from him, limited to 1,100, so relatively low by his standards. So 1,100 copies, a beautiful Polaris cover. And then it sold for $90 earlier this year, 90 on the census. Most of those are signature series, but like if his other books are selling out in minutes, like aren't these worth grabbing, particularly if he's selling them on his site for cost at this point? Just seems like that's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, but is J. Scott Campbell actually creating his like own sensation, like when he pre-sells a book, right? Because he doesn't release all his copies at once during the pre-sale.
No, he holds some back. I understand.
Right.
But there's
right. So I mean, and then there's always these constant like warehouse finds that he has over the years.
I mean, if he's lying about the print run, that's a different conversation.
Well, I'm not saying that he's lying about the print run, but I'm saying he's holding back so long that
he'll hold some back and sell them at huge markups. Yes,
you better be very careful, Aaron.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that there's books that are held back that he forgets about, and then releases them again.
I think because if that happens, he forgot.
But then at the same time, like since the demand is not as high anymore, then he just still driving down his own price on his own market, right? For books that he's like 3 years past or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All I know is that he is one of the more sought after artists, and he's got limited stuff out there, and he's selling it for not huge markups on his own site. Is it worth grabbing? Like this Polaris cover is nice, and this is a good looking book, right? This is on his website right now. I guess you can call that cornbread for, I forget what it was, $50 or something, probably in that range somewhere.
What's up, JC?
It's a cool book to grab, man. Like, if this was released today, it'd probably sell out in a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
I mean, I have this book, so don't get me wrong. I do love it, but of course, I'd like to see it jump up in price value overnight because But at the same time, I probably won't sell it either because I bought it from my LCS that closed down.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like these Campbell store exclusives seem like they could have longer term legs at some point. I don't know.
This audience is a madhouse. It's sold out on their website now. I'm just joking.
All right. I grabbed this book digging last week, so I'm super psyched. Marvel Tales 67 from 1976. This is a John Romita cover. This is a 30-cent price variant on a reprint, right? So these Marvel Tales were all reprinted. This was a reprint from ASM's 86. Now, this book, when I was a kid, I bought the original. I bought the ASM 86, and this is the issue where Black Widow takes on the look that we know her for. Before this, she was very matronly. Like she didn't have the style that we associate with Black Widow. This has like the skin tight black suit with the belt and the whole thing. So this was the issue. But this 30-cent variant of this reprint, which is like super obscure, like the shit kind of most people would never give a shit about, but the kind of stuff that like, God damn it, like I couldn't be happier to own. Totally excited.
So you just picked this up?
Yeah, this is the picture of my book. Yeah, I got it somewhere, but
that's a freaking score, dude. Like I've never seen this.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one of those super obscurities. I was a guy a shop that I go to every Friday. He had just picked up a stack of these 30-cent variants, and this one was in there.
Oh,
like I want that one. So, yeah. And this is the kind of shit that, and this picture is my book. Like this is the picture of my book.
Could you not find a picture on the internet?
They were all like really bad. Like they're all like really like blurry and of the 30-cent variant. But yeah, man, I love this book. And like I said, I loved Black Widow as a kid, and I had like the ASM 86 as like I couldn't get the whatever it was, the Tales of Suspense 52, whatever it was that she was in. But this book always. And then when I saw this reprint, which was rare enough as it is, and there's like a newsstand, but the 30-cent variant, I'm like, I gotta own this fucking book. So I grabbed this thing. I was pretty psyched for it.
Well, Doc Joe, you
for
gotta
me,
go.
like, this is what like comic hunting is about. Like, you always want to find books you can resell for a little bit, but like super obscure stuff like this, like, I don't know. This is stuff I want to hold forever.
Doc Joe, if your brother has like 50 of these, you need to go cherry pick the 9/8 and be like number 2 on the census.
The 30 are, they're not Canadian. They test marketed. So the 30-cent variants, they're going for 25 cents at the time. And there are a few select markets around the country where they tested selling them for 30 cents and see what the take was. So it was a market testing approach.
Oh, he's saying that he has about a bunch of different 50-cent price variants. That's cool.
Yeah.
Or 30-cent price variants. It kind of reminds me of that stamp that you find in the 90s with the one that McClay talks about all the time when they went bankrupt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Marvel. What was it like?
It's like it's in the corner box.
Yes. Yeah. There's a Marvel. There's something around the numbering that denotes the bankruptcy years. That are all worth grabbing. For me, that was Daredevil number 344, maybe. I could never find that book, and that was one of the bankruptcy titles. And I found it dating. This was like 30 years ago, 25 years ago, something like that.
Wow.
Oh, we're not done. We're not done. We've got some more books. All right.
This is the last book.
This is the last book. Okay. I love this book because I love Granov. But this is Black Panther versus Deadpool number 1. Adi Granov, number 1 in 50 variant. A 9/8 sold of this back in 2021 for $115. Only 24 of these on the census, 21 and 9.8. I don't know. I've always liked this book.
I remember when this book first got released. Didn't it explode back then?
I think it was really hot out of the gate. Like, really hot out of the gate.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of people being excited about this series anyways. Like, it was a okay read.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but this Granov is really cool.
I do remember this cover like being really hot out the gates.
Yeah, I like this one. I've got this one from a few years ago, but I like this book a lot. You don't see it that often in the wild. You really don't.
I don't even know if I've ever seen one in person before.
Yeah, me neither. And it was a 1 in 50
on a Deadpool miniseries.
Yeah.
With Black Panther. What was this one? Was this before or after the movie?
Oh, I think this was just after.
Okay.
I think it was just after, but yes, I'm pretty sure it was after. But it wasn't it wasn't like a super heavily ordered book.
After the Black Panther movie or before the Black Panther movie is what I meant, not the Deadpool movie.
Oh, sorry. It was after the Deadpool movie, but it was before Black Panther.
Okay. See, I feel like if this was released after Black Panther, it would have been a lot even bigger.
I don't think there were any store variants for this or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right.
All right.
Something I'll have to go hunt again.
Yeah, this is a beautiful book, but like I said, Granov is one of my favorites.
All right.
All right. That's it for tonight.
Yep. So big shout out again to our sponsors over at Cover Price. Make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And then you can use the code Nirvana for a 10% discount over at Bird City Comics. All right. Oh, boom. And hot book alert this Sunday.
This Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
Hey, Bruce. I should be getting the package you sent me on Saturday. Is it cool to open it on Sunday for live?
All right, and then real quick, big
Alex,
shout out to
man, what are you doing,
Alex.
man,
Yeah.
this shit ain't necessary, bro.
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you keep
you,
on
but
sending.
no necessary.
You mailed me T-shirts and books and stuff like that to read. So Alex says, "Cheers, all! I love the show and helps my digging to the obscure and attainable." You should have saved that $10 for digging, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Keep that money for yourself next time, but much love and thank you, bro. You're the best.
Yep. Oh, all that means is whenever y'all get super chats, like we just need to do another giveaway because that it basically just pays for the shipping.
No, thank you, Alex, for this Cal McDonald book. Alex helped create this.
Yeah, have you started reading it? It's pretty good.
I just got
dude. It's pretty good.
Just opened it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's a pretty good read. So I started reading it.
Nice.
All right, and then I don't know if we're doing a hot 10 tomorrow since it's the 4th of July. I have no idea.
Yeah, I won't be able to.
I would guess but if you do it,
no.
I'll be very impressed.
Yeah, I have no idea. And then I just realized I won't be able to make it to Saturday night for Modern Comic Mayhem because State of Filth is playing at the White Swan in Houston. So if you're in the Houston area, we're playing a free show. So it's free. And we're headlining.
I wish I was there, man. I would go and be diving off the stage.
Oh, but that is the stage to dive off of too. So I've played that venue and we were playing and someone did a front flip off the stage and into the non-existent crowd, but they landed on their feet. So I mean, people were moshing pretty hard, so it was pretty cool to see. I've never seen that before, like while on stage, like just right at the right moment too, like breakdown and then pause, front flip as soon as we started it again. Like it was good timing. So I was just like, and I talked to the person after the set, and they were really drunk. So I don't think they intended to do any of that at that exact moment, but it worked. So, anyways, hopefully we'll see something crazy like that again at the show Friday. I'll let y'all know, or Saturday. But yeah. Oh, Soul Wookie coming in. Yeah, I've seen you live. I'm a true friend.
Yeah, yep. All right, man.
Definitely great to meet you in person. So, alrighty, I guess we will end that here. Everyone have a great and safe 4th of July. Don't shoot off fireworks because you need your hands to read.
Because you'll wind up like this.
Oh yeah, dude. There was a video last year. Some guy blew his hand off and shit. Dude.
Wasn't that when the Dodgers won the World Series?
That's right. Because I
every
remember
fucking year, the number of people blow their fucking hands off is crazy.
Worth it.
All right, y'all have a good evening. Stay safe.
Peace.
Don't drink and drive. You might spill your beer.
Call an Uber.